friends, I want to tell you the top 10 most played Christmas songs at my workplace here in Japan. But before we can do that, I wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up and also share today the semi-finalists before announcing the finalists in my next video, so that you actually have a chance to try to guess first, like which songs will end up being the top 10, and then also what songs will be the most played, because I will finally give the actual order at the end of all this. So I work in Japan, but I am the only English speaker in my entire workplace. Um, so basically, what that means is when it comes to the Christmas music, I'm also the only person who knows what the songs are. For the most part, I wasn't raised Christian, so I don't really know the religious Christmas songs very well. It's been a learning experience, honestly, coming back to Japan, because in Japan we don't have that distinction. So I've been enjoying the Christmas music for the most part. There's some songs I don't like. We'll get to that later. But I noticed, like, hey, I think this song is getting played a bit more than the others. And so I started to tally them and see what was actually getting repeated. There were a handful of songs I just didn't know, and so I would only hear them once, so I didn't count them or whatever. Um, but otherwise, I was able to basically bring it down to like about 30 songs that were getting repeated enough for me to notice. Based on which songs were actually getting repeated the most, I brought that down to 15. So next video, I will announce those 15. But for now, let's shout out the songs that just didn't quite make it, but were still interesting contenders. By the way, when it comes to the religious songs, I might get the titles wrong. I was sometimes guessing. So first one is Noel, which is it's a nice song. I get it. Next song is 8 Days of Christmas by Destiny's Child, which I heard almost twice a day. I want to say most days during my shifts. Then we have Do They Know It's Christmas, which is my least favorite song, my beloved. It's not even a good song, but then like the lyrics, like, whoa, okay. Then we have Christmas Through Your Eyes. I like the song, actually. It's a very romantic song that just happens to be about Christmas. Then we have Come All You Faithful. I think that's the right title. I can understand that not playing as much because it's like a very slow song, I think. But yeah, that was a contender, but just not quite making the cut. Then we have Baby Please Come Home. I think if I ever heard it, it was only once a day max, but it was a repeated song. Then we have The Drummer Boy, Little Drummer Boy. And Do You Hear What I Hear? That one I had to look up the title. I wasn't sure. Winter Wonderland. Justin Bieber's Mistletoe. That one was also getting regularly played, but just wasn't quite enough to make the cut. And then we have So This Is Christmas. And yeah, I think those are all the ones that had like enough plays to get noticed, get on my list, but not quite enough to make it to the final 15. Be sure to, if you'd like to take a guess before I post the next video about what those final 15 songs are. Remember, both secular and religious Christmas songs are on the table. And I will make the announcement of the finalists, the final 15, in the next video. Bye-bye!